Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with William Hill. Empire Fight Store, delighted to be joined by former world heavyweight champion Joseph Parker. Joe, always good to see you. You looking well? How's things?
Very good. I just spent a week in Ireland with my family, wife and kids. Did a bit of training with Andy, jumping off the 40-foot into the water, nice cold water.
What do you make of it? It's nice out.
Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place where Andy lives with his family, and I want to spend a bit more time there.
Right, let's talk about why you're here first of all before we get on to you. So we want to find out what you're doing next. But David Light, fellow countryman, bit of an unknown quantity in the UK, but a lot of people are coming to me saying this is a very live opponent and he could cause Lawrence Okolie a lot of problems. I've heard you mentioned you've sparred him before. What's he bringing to this fight?
David is game. His game is as game as they come, and he's tough, he's fit, he's strong, and he never ever gives up. And I have sparred him in the past, and I try to move and dodge his punches, but he's always on top of you, and he puts in a lot of pressure, and I think that's what he has to do tonight.
Where does he win the fight tonight? Because we see Lawrence Okolie, terrific right hand over the top. We see it in a lot of his fights. Everyone's talking about him moving up to heavyweight, but what does David have to do to get the better of him? Do you think he can sort of pick his shots and maybe catch Lawrence out, or will this be something where he takes him the distance? What's your gut saying?
My gut is saying he has to get in there and get dirty. Not dirty as in like tactics, but you have to get in there and get stuck in there, and David can do that. Yeah. But it's not an easy challenge. Yeah. Okolie's got that long reach, and he's got the height advantage, and he's been knocking out a lot of his fighters, the opponents that he's been facing. So it's a tough challenge for David, but he has to get in there.
Right, let's jump straight into it. Tyson Fury, Usyk. I know you're going to get asked this by everyone who you walk down, but it's gutting for everyone, really. I'm sure you were gutted because you wanted to see it. Are you surprised that this fight ain't happening?
Oh, yeah, I was surprised. I was getting a massage in Ireland, and the massage therapist said to me, he goes, I was gutted that the fight's not happening. I said, listen, it's happening. Tyson's in camp, and
he's training.
He's training. He was in training camp, and then the next day I saw myself that it wasn't happening. So very gutted, and I know everyone else is, but I'm not sure the reasons of why it's been postponed or cancelled, whatever it is.
Yeah. What would you like to see Tyson do next? Obviously, it's hard for me to ever say would you two fight because you're friends, aren't you, and you go back now. But who's he going to fight if it isn't Usyk? Obviously, there's Joyce waiting in the wings if he beats Zhang. But who would you like to see him in if it ain't going to be Usyk?
If it's not Usyk, it should be someone like Joyce. Yep. Someone who can give him a tough challenge, or someone that can get him motivated. And listen, Joyce is a very tough fighter. I know myself. So just someone like that.
What would you do differently if you were to fight Joyce again? Because I know you were quite self-critical of your performance when I spoke to you before Jack Massey about the Joyce fight, and I was a bit surprised. I didn't think you were that bad, but apparently you were ill, and you were like, nah, that weren't me. What would you do differently this time? Postpone
the fight, and just to be.
Were you that bad beforehand then?
Yeah, listen, I was, but I'm not going to use that. Like, there's no excuses.
No.
Yeah. I'm not. Listen, I was sick, and I thought I could recover on time, and I thought I was fine, but I was gassed. I was very gassed after 2 rounds, so that's not really. I can go 12 rounds, and I like to build myself back up to fight him again. Yeah. But I know after a defeat to Joyce, I'm way at the bottom again. So it's just about climbing that ladder and getting some good wins under my belt and fighting some top names.
Last time out, obviously, you beat Jack Massey. What did you make of your performance looking back at it? So you didn't seem pleased, but obviously it's one of them where Jack's a bit of an unknown quantity. It was his first time at heavyweight. People were expecting you to go in there, walking down and knock him out, but it's easier said than done, and when there's that pressure on you, it's a bit different. So what did you make of your performance and that?
It's always nice to get a win, and I'm very happy to win, but the performance was, say, 5 out of 10. It wasn't the best performance. I don't feel like I had the gears, and maybe there was a bit of overtraining or training through Christmas, missing the family. I don't know what it was, but the camp was good. It's just that the fight wasn't the best fight. So I need to get back in there and show something different.
What's the level of opponent going to be like next time out then? Because obviously you went from Jack Massey, who just moved up to heavyweight. Who are we looking at? What type?
I was looking at someone like Dubois. If Usyk and Tyson was going to go through, Dubois would have been an option, but he's mandatory for Usyk. So you know, I think they're going to chase that option down.
There's a lot of talk though, Usyk going to maybe the Middle East and fighting Deontay Wilder. How that's going to work with all these mandatories, I don't know, but money talks and wouldn't surprise me. How do you think Usyk would get on with a guy like Wilder who can switch your lights off? But obviously Usyk's coming in there with the boxing IQ.
That'll be a great fight to see. Like the Usyk movement and footwork, and you know, just side to side combinations. But then you have Wilder who can shut your lights out in 1 second and one punch. You know, so. If Usyk, I don't know if he can avoid someone like Wilder for 12 rounds, you know.
But that'd be better for you, because if Usyk fights Wilder, then that Dubois fight.
Yeah, listen, if Usyk fights Wilder, the Dubois fight's open. I'd love to lock it in. I've been, you know, David Higgins, my manager, Andy Lee likes that fight. Spencer Brown, I've been talking to. You know, we're all trying to make the fight happen, but we just have to see where everything sort of plays out, how it plays out.
Goal for you to become world champion again, or just create history, biggest fights possible?
Me? Yeah. My goal is to be world champion again, but I know there's a long way to get there. Yeah. It was nice to get to be world champion 2016 against Ruiz, and I want to do it again, but I know it'll take time.
Could you run that fight back against Ruiz?
I'd love to fight. Seriously, I'd love to fight anyone. I don't care who I fight and where I fight or how. Listen, I just want to fight anyone.
That's one thing about you. You're very game. You don't care. We want to see you back in the ring. Look, Joe, I appreciate you giving us some of your time. We wish you, your countrymen, obviously well tonight, and we'll catch up again, hopefully for a fight announcement.
Thank you very much.